When making a victory chain, you start out with 3 number 3 ribbons. You could even have more than 3, but for beginner's sake, let's start with 3. That are going to be your mum template length of 36 inches or 3 feet. And you are going to take this across the end, and you want them lined up as close together and parallel to each other as you can. And you want the shiny side up. Then I have another color of ribbon. This one is about 5 feet long, or 1 wingspan. And to begin this braid, I'm going to start by going under, over, under. And I'm going to line up my ribbon right here at the end. And then I'm going to put another little piece of tape to hold it where I want it to go until I can pull it out to staple it. Now we want to make a nice pretty point on this side, and to do that, your ribbon runs out, you fold it over to where the dull side is up, and then I'm going to roll the ribbon towards me, and that will create a little hook or a little loop right there. It should be pointed at the end, and then I will go over, under, over, so the weave will just be opposite of what I did the time before, and then you just tighten it down until you have a nice pretty point right here. Now this braid, you have to be careful because it's going to be relatively loose while you're braiding it, and so that makes it a little more challenging to hold straight. But again, so you're going to pull your ribbon straight up and over so the dull side is facing, and then you're going to take it and roll it towards you. So again, you have a point. And then you'll do opposite of what you just did to weave it. So I'm going to go under, over, under. And then I'm going to tighten up both of those loops because I want them to stick out about the same amount right at the edge, so it makes a whole bunch of really pretty points on either side. And then yet again, the ribbon comes straight up, and then I'm going to roll it towards myself to make my loop, and then it will go over, under, over. And then you tighten it down. And then we do the same thing. The ribbon comes up to fold over, roll it towards yourself so that it will lay flat with a point, and then I'm going to go under, over, under. And like I said, since this is kind of a loose weave, there is going to be some adjusting that you have to do as you complete this braid. Comes up, roll it towards myself, over, under, over. Comes up, rolls towards you, under, over, under. And then you continue with this pattern all the way to the end. Now I've gotten to a point where I need to move my braid up on my table so that it's easier to continue working with. So I'm going to take a little piece of tape, just tape it right here in the center over your weave to hold it. Then I'm going to pull my tape off of the top, and then I just can move it up on the table, or I can go ahead and staple that to make sure that it'll hold together. So it's all stapled, and now I'm going to move it up on my table, and I will keep braiding, and then just retape it. Then I'll come down here and very carefully remove this tape, and keep going. Now after you've done something like that, you may have to go back through and readjust and retighten all of your loops, but that shouldn't take very long. Alright, now I did goof on telling you a length. You actually are going to need 2 wingspans, or 10 feet of your ribbon that you're weaving back and forth. Mine was definitely too short. So to finish this, I'm going to take another little piece of tape, and I'm going to tape down my weave right here in the center to make sure that it's not going to fall apart. Then I can take my stapler and staple across this a couple times to make sure that it will stay. And then I'm just going to trim off that end. And then I can also trim, you can either leave these hanging, it's personal preference, or you can trim it straight across, just like that. And then that is your victory braid.